Welcome to Booming Your Bottom Line. With over 76 million boomers in the U.S. and 10,000 of them turning 65 every day, these older consumers will reach almost 20% of the U.S. population by the year 2030. The truth is, cities across the nation are not ready for this event. Communities simply don't have the structure in place to support the aging boomers. There are not enough medical facilities, doctors, assisted living communities, home care companies, transportation or delivery services, home maintenance, you name it, there's not enough. So the question is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to answer the call, be a part of the solution, and profit from it? If so, you're going to have to learn how to reach them, how to talk to them, and how to structure your business so it better meets their needs. I'm Mark Hager, and along with my co-host Aaron Murphy, we're here to help you do just that. Let's get to this week's topic.
Hi, and welcome to episode 31 of Booming Your Bottom Line. I'm Aaron Murphy, and with me, as always, is my co-host, Mark Hager. Good morning, Mark.
Hey, Aaron. How are you today?
I'm good. Hey, we got a great show for you this week about mastermind groups. If you don't know what they are, I think you're in for a real treat. They might just be that thing you need to be a better business person and thereby make your company stronger. And if you don't know what they are, and you want to be a part of one, or you don't know if you want to, well, that's why we're here today, okay? When we're done today, I want you to go find one for yourself or start one.
Absolutely true, Aaron. Mastermind groups are a fantastic way to get your business growing and provide the kind of support needed by small business owners, especially an owner that really wants to grow their company. Now, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of mastermind groups today, but before we do, I'd like to share a comment that we got about the podcast. It's from Matt McWilliams. And Matt said, "Wow, Booming Your Bottom Line is flat out awesome. Good production quality, easy to listen to. Very impressed, Mark and Aaron. Keep bringing it." Matt, I just want to say thank you for saying that. It means a lot to us to get feedback like this on our work. If you'd like to talk, why don't you drop me a note at info@bybellive.com and we'll set something up. So, Aaron, mastermind groups. Let's get down to it.
Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. I love getting feedback like that. So you probably heard one of the greatest ways to advance yourself is by being around like-minded people. Or maybe you've heard the quote, "You're the average of the 5 people you hang around most." Well, a mastermind group helps you do just that. Hanging out with people that are moving the needle in their business and their personal life. They're moving up, they're making changes to themselves and their business so they can get to the next level. Starting or being a part of one of these mastermind groups will help you be better, do better with both your business and your personal life as a whole. It's going to make your company better, your staff, your family, your relationships, your health, and even your spirituality. That's been my experience after starting my mastermind group over 3 years ago with like-minded business owners right here in my own community.
Right. So let's talk about then what exactly a mastermind group is, because some people may not know.
No, that's true. Well, it's, really was first and best defined by the original thought leader on that subject, Mr. Napoleon Hill. Over 75 years ago, he was the curator of the concept publicly and the author of Think and Grow Rich, a great read, by the way, if you haven't read it.
Oh, yeah, that's an awesome book.
Yeah, it's one of those I reread every year, and there are only a couple. So the definition is, it consists of 2 or more people that work in perfect harmony for the attainment of a definite purpose. Now, that's somewhat vague and generalistic in nature, but if you find him on YouTube, you can listen to about a 5-minute clip on this. And he goes on to talk more about the goals, and that's where it gets critical. He explains that with this principle, an individual can attain more in a year than they could attain in a lifetime on their own.
Absolutely.
There's power in collaboration, getting advice and feedback from like-minded professionals, and being held accountable. I mean, you hear this stuff, right? Diets and gymnasiums and workout, it's accountability partners. Okay, when you make statements in a mastermind group or set goals for yourself, business or personal, that group provides an opportunity for everybody in the room to do brainstorming and problem solving and give others new ideas and education. But again, most important, accountability, support, and there's so much more. It's a group that's organized for the success of its members. And let me tell you, it's serious business. Okay, in a good mastermind group, your fellow members are going to challenge each other. The ideas, goals, and decisions each person is making. They're going to help you shape those ideas into action, then hold you accountable for what you said you'd do. And I'll tell you what, when you have to come back 30 days later for us
Yeah.
and say, yeah, I did it, or no, I blew it, you don't want to blow it. It's really powerful. They're going to question you and your business decisions and having to explain or defend your stance or your direction, and then push you to take it to the next level. And you're going to take some things further than you ever imagined, and definitely, as Napoleon said, further than you could take it by yourself. It's really, really strong stuff.
Right. These groups are a place where you can give and get advice or input. It is a sacred meeting of the minds, and it's completely confidential. It is a place of support, compassion, camaraderie, and honesty. And honesty is so important because you're not going to get the value from the group if you can't be honest.
Absolutely. We even talk about that with clients, that whole idea the truth is 3 levels deep. And it takes time to build those relationships. So, yeah, that's a fact. When I and a local business colleague of mine created our group, we wrote 12 pages of expectations, goals, mindsets, and even contracts that include absolute privacy and an agreement that you have to sign of what happens in the room stays in the room, okay? You don't share specifics with anybody about what happens in this meeting outside that room. That is the value. That's the power that allows us to trust, break things down, cry, share personal issues, ask for guidance, and even prayer from each other. I mean, I can honestly say that group has saved a marriage for one of the people in that room.
That's awesome.
How powerful that is.
That is awesome.
Because we forced him to, put down his work and go on vacation, buy that camper and take off with the kids. And now his wife won't let him miss the meeting.
Wow, that is really powerful. I know these groups have been around for centuries, and Ben Franklin belonged to one. And Napoleon Hill also said that no two minds ever come together without thereby creating a third invisible, intangible force, which may be likened to a third mind. And that's where the word mastermind comes from. Bigger ideas, more powerful motivation, and accountability. And the truth is, a mastermind group can help you get the changes you want in your business, your finances, and your life. Now, before we go into more about what a mastermind group is, I want to take a second and let's talk about what a mastermind group is not. Okay? It's not a class. Okay? You can vote to bring in a teacher for something, but it's not the main goal. The main goal is brainstorming and accountability. It's also not about coaching. The group is for the members to get the support and advice from everyone, not a single person. And finally, it's not about networking per se. Now, obviously, when you form relationships like this, members can help each other by sharing connections, leads, or resources, even doing joint ventures, but that's not the specific purpose.
True.
Okay, so let's talk about the structure of a group. It can be made up of any number of people, though we would recommend no more than 10. It's hard for it to be personal when there are too many people involved. And it also gets really long. It's a big commitment. So the group meets either in person or virtually on a regular basis. Obviously, in person is going to be better. It's going to be more beneficial for everyone, but there's lots and lots of people that do it virtually, okay? Typically, they meet bi-weekly or monthly.
Right. And one other quick sidebar. I know somebody that runs a group that's like this just for CEOs at much larger companies. And these people pay $1,000 a month just to be in an accountability group like this. So, but at a smaller level, you can do this for free by building your own. So my group meets once a month, and we have 2 to 2.5 hour meeting each time. Like Mark said, it gets long without, if there's more people than that. So the meetings have a pretty specific structure, and it goes like this. I'm sure there's variations. Every group, including ours, has kind of morphed and grown by its own needs and the needs of its participants. But here's some rules of thumb. Each month we rotate who's the leader and who's the secretary. The leader runs the meeting, keeps time in check for everybody's session of sharing and feedback, and deals with any administrative tasks to be addressed. We collect $5 a person per month so that once or twice a year we can have a social event at a restaurant or do a family-friendly Christmas party or whatever,
Right.
okay? It's great to have the family involved. So the secretary will take notes on each meeting and every participant's information and the group feedback. We have a private Facebook group as well where we can talk between meetings, post announcements, and that's where our secretary posts our meeting minutes for each meeting within 24 hours after each meeting each month. So during a meeting, every member is going to take a few minutes. For our group, it's 12 to 15 minutes of their sharing, and then 5 to 8 minutes for feedback from the others about what they shared this month. They talk about what they did since the last meeting, what's working, what's not working in their business or their personal life, and then what they need from the group. Then everybody discusses these ideas and makes suggestions. The member talking then commits to the action they'll take, and then again has the accountability to say they followed through 30 days later. So in our group, we've also created a prep sheet, and you have to agree to fill that out 24 hours before the meeting. It's about 2 pages. It allows you to put in your wins, your challenges. But I have a place where you can sketch your dream. What's that look like? It could be
That's awesome.
it could be a Hawaiian island. It could be you on stage with 100 people in the room, whatever. Okay. But wins and challenges, both business and personal. And then we also put just what's your temperature, 1 to 10. We give ourselves a number, both business and personal. So, in this group, you have to share things like, in the prep sheet, I've done this in the last 30 days to grow my business. And then your own leadership moment, something you've learned since we last met that can provide high value to your colleagues about how to run your business or your life. Lessons learned, a book you're reading, or a special moment that you ran across that reminded you the importance of life balance or family or whatever your moment is. Okay, remember, this is about your growth in its entirety. We share things about our employees, our goals, even our children and our spouses. It's the safest place I've ever had as a business owner. It's a place to trust, share, and care, and you get to give others feedback and advice. And it just, when you have this level of give and take about being a better person, a better business owner, better dad, better partner, whatever, there's just nothing more important that I've done than create this group in the last 6 years since I started my own business. We've been together for over 3. We've named ours TXF for short, stands for the exponent factor, aka allowing our collaboration to create exponential growth.
Okay, well, we've talked a lot about what a group is and what the goals are. And you can go online to find out more about how to start a mastermind group in your own community. So we're not going to cover that today. But there's something that we must absolutely talk about, and that's the people that are involved in your group. We already said that the group is made up of like-minded people who want to succeed in business and life. Now that should clue you into what type of people they should be. Simply, they should be people you want to be associated with. Not just that, they should be people that have demonstrated the values that you want manifested in your group. And this is so important. You cannot mess this part up or your group will not make it. It will not be productive. Now, that's going to be subjective, of course, but having people involved in your group that are already successful, have good intuition, are great leaders, visionaries, or have shown to be skillful in other ways, those are the people that you want in your group. And this applies whether you start your own group or you join an existing one.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely critical, and you're right. If you're assessing joining one, same idea. When we started our group, myself and one other business professional, we met for months, just the two of us, setting the rules and the precedents about what's involved, what a participant should be willing to do and agree to do, who they are as a person, and what they stand for. They needed to be a business owner, a spectacular person, a moral and ethical business person, and typically we found on our own that they were also, we interviewed about 10 people and then gave 7 folks an application, but we did a lot of weeding before we even got to that point.
You have to.
These people are amazing spouses, family men and women, folks that care deeply about their community and are typically giving back or paying it forward in their own community in some way that's way bigger than just themselves and their own company.
Yeah.
That's the type of person, or that you're looking for if you start a group, or those are the kinds of people you should expect to find if you're going to join a group that's going to make it. Mark, I'll tell you what, I didn't think I was going to do this, but I'd like to make our listeners an offer. If you send an email to info@bybllive.com and put in the subject line Mastermind Outline, I will send you a copy of my own personal group's contracts and agreements and strategies. That's information that took me and another person months to establish, draft, and refine, and I'm okay with it. I'm gonna give that away for free. If you do that, we'll sign you up for our newsletter and get you a copy of those documents. We want our group here at BYBL to be successful business owners, successful people. So if you're on board with us here to succeed, I'm going to give that to you.
Wow, Aaron, that's a huge value. Now, okay, so if you already signed up for the newsletter, we're not going to leave anybody out. If you already signed up for the newsletter, go ahead and send that email to us at info@bybllive.com and use the subject line of Mastermind Outline. We'll send a copy on to you as well. Aaron, I really appreciate you offering that. It's such a great resource for people that are truly a part of our community here at bybllive.com and are willing and want to take some steps to make serious changes in their business and their personal lives and get to the next level. Well, I guess we'll stop there for today. Please share this podcast with a friend or colleague who wants to grow their business by better serving the boomer consumers. Post this on Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter. Help us spread this good work and this high-value information that we're providing so we can help more business owners just like you. And please get in touch with us if you want to join one of our group coaching sessions or even do a one-on-one with you or you and your staff. You can't afford to miss this boat that is catching the wave of the silver tsunami and the boomer consumer. So make this your year. Start making the changes that will make a real difference in your business, your family, and your community.
Absolutely. Well said. If you put this off, someone else in your industry, your competition, is going to get it right first. Everyone's looking right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get left behind, and you're going to miss a major market segment opportunity, and you're going to be kicking yourself. Trust me. Okay, we don't want that for you. So come aboard. Thank you for being here. Look forward to hearing from you. Until next week, be well, be bold, and boom your bottom line.
All right, have a great week, everybody.